Okay, this is a video on how to set up high visibility, ease of access, install a screen reader, and adjust the fonts on web pages. What I'm going to do is just show you the very basics on the ease of access. Now on the ease of access, you hit your menu bar, you type in EA, and right there is the first thing that pops up. Now ease of access, you can make the mouse easier to use, keyboard easier to use. You use the computer without a mouse or keyboard, but what we're going to do is we're going to look up the main functions. Narrator reads over anything you flip the mouse over. David probably doesn't need that because that's usually for people that have no eyesight at all. High contrast, I will point out later, that reduces the eye strain for people with weak eyes by making the colors brighter. What we're going to focus on first is the magnifier. And you see it brings up a magnification box. When you first bring it up, it's going to look like this. And as you move the mouse around, you see the screen will follow you, and you kind of got to hunt around to find stuff on the screen. A lot of people don't like this, including me. The other choice, if you click on magnifier, bring up the box. Plus zooms in, minus zooms out, like everything else. You have under views, you have full screen, lens, to dock. Lens, they'll bring up this square that floats around over the mouse. I don't like this because you see everything looks kind of jibbly and it runs kind of slow. So we're going to get rid of that real quick. Most people like the docked feature, which is up here at the top. It throws in magnification bar. And anywhere the mouse goes, it magnifies. So as he reads, after a while, he gets to the point where he won't even look down. He'll just follow that. And he can increase and decrease the magnification also. So that's the magnifier feature. Another feature I want to show you is called high contrast. But first, let's show another trick. Let's say David has to read this, and his font's way too small. Let's say you bring it up and it looks like that. Now, for a lot of people, it's not too hard to read. For me, I have to strain a little bit. But you see, David can just hover over it, read along. Or if you want, you can hold down the control key, which is the CTRL key, and you roll your mouse forward. And if you look over here by this star in that window, when I roll, you'll see it pops up, says zoom. So what you do is you can roll in and zoom it as much as you want, and it makes it easy to read. So you can read in there. If you go to another website, like here's a funny website you might like, Dump a Day. So you can read anything on there. The mouse still responds to clicks, even though it's up in the top bar. You still can see and click and move on things. See and click. And this is just a fun website that puts in jokes, and he can go see here and scroll through the jokes and read what they say. And that's all using the control key and the mouse key. Now another thing is David has trouble reading, so what we're going to do is you come down here to the little Windows Store icon and you type in read and the first program pops up. It's called Read Aloud. And now I've already have this installed. The free version has a little ad on the side, or you can pay $9 and get a lifetime license for it. And the reason I think this is better for David, it doesn't have a lot of features to it. But what you want to do is, it has the ability to do this. Let's say David wanted to read this article about Trump. All he'd have to do is highlight it, right click and say copy, and this box will appear. Clipboard monitor has new content. Do you want to read it?
But Trump's current stance appears to be in opposition.
And you see it copies it over here and it reads it across.
2015.
And then when David's done, he hits back. Right there's the presidential election thing. And if you want, so you can just hit delete, or he can save. Now this down here is an ad bar, so just ignore it. This is just junk. Yeah, it just brings up ads. So if you don't want that stupid ad bar popping up, send a guy $7 and he'll take it off. But this will allow you to do websites. You can type in your own letter and I'll read it as you type it. And you got spell check.
Fast.
And so it's a dirty little program, not very expensive, but it gives them something to try out for. And like I said, ignore this right down here. This is a cheap attempt to steal your money. So just minimize that. He can leave that minimized and they'll sit there and read off. There's other programs on here. If you want to go through a couple different ones, he can click on this. He can also type the keyword text-to-speech, which is the mechanical thing of it. And there's several different ones that you can try out different ones to see if he likes. And that will allow him to read his emails. You know, you can come over here to his email program, open up an email that he gets from somebody. He can highlight it and it'll jump to the clipboard and automatically start reading for him with no hassles. Now the other program I want to show is how to do a feature called high contrast. A lot of people with vision problems can't have colored icons, all the wallpaper and the background stuff. It's just, you know, too much. So what you do, under the ease of access, it has the high contrast. And what it says is once you click on it, there's a check mark to say turn on high contrast. And when you do, you use left alt, left shift, and the print key. And then you can pick a theme, because different high contrast themes work for different people. So what you do, you hold those three keys, and for David, he hits the three keys. That'll bring up a warning. And now you see it's all black. And the nice thing about this is maybe it's easier. You see there's no wallpaper back here. If he brings up Firefox, it'll also be black with all the dark fonts. See, you can't see the typing box, but it's blinking. And you type it in and it types in like it's supposed to. But it takes away all the distractions and makes the letter stand out a lot clearer, makes it a lot easier to see. That's called a high contrast. And if it's too much for you, you just hit the same three keys and it switches right back for you. That way you each can have your own setups. Alright, that's the thing on the high contrast and how to do the magnifier in the read it aloud program. I'll stop it right here, and that should be everything you need right now.